What's going on, everybody? My name is Joey Nato. I am an artist slash music producer. If you're curious and want to hear some of my music, I'll leave a link right at the top of the description below. And yes, I watched the Super Bowl. I actually enjoyed it. I like defense in sports. But the halftime show, ladies and gentlemen, I have certain thoughts about that. But I want to look at this again. This is going to be my third time watching this. But now I'm going to be analyzing it from a music production perspective. So lock in, get your popcorn, and let's go. It's 2019. There's no more time to waste, so let's get into it.
The National Football League welcomes you to the Pepsi Super Bowl 53 halftime show.
First of all, I like Coke more than Pepsi, so let's just get that out of the way right now.
This one's for you, Jordy.
So you had that really low, toned out, sustaining note of that guitar, causing the drama. I like the drum fill leading into this. Not for nothing, good articulation there on his words when he's performing that. Obviously, he's clearly singing this live. I appreciate that right off the bat. But the watch your step when you get there, like no slurs, no nothing. Everything was clear cut. Like the guitars. Yo, hold on. There's something about this performance though with Adam. Like, I feel like he was out of breath a lot of the times. Did you guys feel like that too? He wasn't feeling risky and like really expanding like his vocal range on these performances. Like, there's some notes he kind of ducked out on. When you hear the recorded versions of some of these songs, like he goes higher, but on stage he just wasn't as willing to do that. No, I understand like it's not the same as when you're recording. Like, you record in multiple takes till you get it right. There's something about this one just didn't seem right vocally to me. Really nice ride cymbal in the back. Okay. And this is the one I was really excited for. I actually posted on Facebook for my friends. I was like, please let them perform This Love, because I love that song, and that was my first introduction to Maroon 5. I was excited when this came on. I was like, yes, here we go. And then this happened. Could barely hear the piano. The piano is such an important part of that song. That eighth note piano, the dun 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 dun. You can barely hear it. It's very faint in the background. Something about saying yo instead of oh, it's just easier to enter that O sound. When you have like a build up, it's kind of hard to explain, but singing oh, you heard that? Like, I can't sing. So this is the perfect example. When I first hit that O, it was like all like, it didn't have any sturdiness to it. It took a while for the O to start like getting more in tune. But when I sing, that yo is just easier to hit than O right off the top. Hopefully you understood what I was saying there, but yeah.
I was so high, I did not recognize the fire burning in her eyes, the chaos that controlled my mind.
I feel like he played something off there in the way, and I say that because
The fire burning in her eyes.
in the original song, it's, you know, the fire burning in her eyes. But in this, he went, the fire burning in her eyes. And then he did like, oh, damn, I screwed up. But then he like swagged it out a little bit.
The chaos that controlled my mind.
Like and then the girl's like, yeah, that was cool.
But goodbye, she got on a plane, never to return again. We're always in my heart.
I don't know why, man. He's just not reaching for those higher notes in these songs.
This love has taken its toll on me.
This is good. But the harmonies need to pop out more on this one, because the harmonies are very important foundation on his voice during the hook. Like those high falsetto vocals are just kind of floating in the background a little bit. They were not anywhere to be found. That hook is a strong hook, but I think it needs those harmonies in the background to support his voice. Especially that ha is breaking. Like that's hard to just rock that by yourself. So this guy needs to speak up here. Come on, buddy, what are you doing? A drummer singing along with the harmony, keyboard player singing along with the harmony. Their mics aren't loud enough. I don't know. And I think he was a little flat on the she. Look, I like Adam Levine. I'm not trying to tear him apart, but I just don't think this was his best. And now that I'm watching this again, I think he was focused more on brain prepping himself, mentally prepping himself to play this guitar solo than he was about his vocals. If that's really him playing that, he's killing it.
And now, a true musical genius who needs no introduction.
I definitely appreciate the SpongeBob here. And that's one of my favorite SpongeBob moments of all time is when they do this song, Sweet Victory. Someone needs to just flat out perform the song Sweet Victory during the Super Bowl and do this completely the right way. And I appreciate this whole SpongeBob entrance here though, but it seemed like they tried a little too hard to squeeze it in there. I guess if there was any point at all in the performance to do this, I guess this was the right part to do it. There's a lot of trumpets in the hook of Big Boy's song, I Like the Way You Move. So maybe that would have worked too, but maybe this fits more the character of Travis Scott, I guess, a little bit. So. This whole part crashing down, everything is cool. And I didn't notice it the first time, but once it hits the stage, he pops out of the fire like he came from space. I think that's pretty cool. And I think vocally, he was trying to do a little too much at the beginning. I think he was like trying to find his voice for the performance. So he started off, ain't this here, what da da da. But then he went down like, da 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 da. He started to find like the middle ground in between the two. At first he was like, nah, I can't be this hyped at this voice throughout this whole performance. Let me find a voice that I'm gonna be comfortable doing, but it's still enough like energy to carry me through the rest of this verse or the rest of this song here. This is all my opinion though. This is what I think happened. Still coming down a little bit. I think Travis Scott could have used a hype man during this performance here. I do like the presentation though. Definitely dope. Yo, and I gotta say, I was pretty surprised to not see Drake come out. Like, don't you think for something like this, they'd be willing to do it? I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe he's just chilling in LA when all this is going on. I have no idea. Look, I heard my boy. I watched my boy react to this part, and he was like, these two do not belong on stage together. I disagree, man. I think Adam is pretty swagged out, and I think he was bouncing along. As long as he was on beat, bouncing along with Travis, I don't really care. And I mean, he has a lot of rhythm himself, so I didn't mind this at all. I didn't. I just said Travis Scott needs a hype man on stage with him during this song. And, you know, he kind of has one here. The visual hype man. I like this now, because now it adds sense. He's like rapping to like the rock version of Sicko Mode here. I think it makes sense now that they're all on stage together. So I like that. I like that cohesionness. You know what I mean? Just check the voice. Back into my daughter, I'm sure with it. Baby mama, come right there. But I guess they were going off a strict kind of time schedule. Now we got the flam rolls going on with these drums here. Those that part, that's like the flam roll. I didn't know what they were going with here. I thought this was gonna be the Outkast part, to be honest with you, but then this ended up being Girls Like You, which I thought was kind of weird, because when I think of these snare drums and everything, I think of like college fight songs, and I think of almost like military type of vibes. So this was kind of an interesting approach to go into such a smooth, calm song. But the drum line did great.
24 hours, I need more hours with you.
Now you hear those harmonies in the background, right?
We spent the weekend getting even. Ooh.
That was a good ooh there. That was nice.
We spent the late nights making things right between us.
Late didn't sound too great there, but everything else was
Now
good.
it's all good, babe. Roll that backward, babe. Let me know.
See, any kind of mess ups he did though, that transition into that falsetto there, that won me over there. I was like, okay, I can forgive you for any kind of notes that I wasn't really feeling during this performance so far. That was good right there. He kind of like went with something comfortable, and it worked, in my opinion. He won the crowd over with that one too.
Like you don't now get like me, so now when I call you, I need a girl like you, yeah, yeah. Girls like you love fun and it me do what I want when I call you.
I don't know, man. It just sounds so out of breath during this performance. That wasn't really doing it for me. And the choir part, I mean, the girl that's about to belt out these crazy notes, I appreciate the talent and the dynamic range and everything like that, but gospel out of nowhere, I don't know. It's a little weird.
I need a girl like you, yeah, yeah.
I mean, it doesn't help that I don't really like the song to begin with. Sick of it. I feel like he thought about competing with her really quick, but then he was like, nah, let me chill out. And I like the blend of the guitar and her singing together. I like that. Nothing wrong with that. This is probably my favorite Maroon 5 song of all time. The instrumental track sounds identical to the original recording. So great job there. This is his best vocal so far. I don't know if it's because this is the song that he performed the most in his career to date, so he was just the most comfortable and the most familiar with this one. This is his best vocal so far. He just sounds like this is like something he could sing in his sleep. And I thought he was gonna flake out on those notes too. He was hitting those notes like perfectly. Everything was good. If it sounds the most like the original recording, that's what like makes me say, okay, this is a dope vocalist live. And it's, again, the yeah is just easier to sing. So instead of going more, going from the more to the or, it's a riskier transition than going to more yeah. Like it's just I don't know, yeah just comes out smoother, and it's just easier to sing in tune on, you know, right on the money like that. Those electric guitars sound so beautiful, man. It's all good. No harmonies, just him. There's harmonies here in the background. That's a good note. I like that they wrote the song out a little bit more and did like the bridge. There's something about this performance, man. Like, why is he rapping and speaking out loud some of these lyrics rather than actually singing them? He was out of breath, or something was going on with Adam, man. And I can't put my finger on it, and I'll never know what it what it was. But there was something off about his vocal performance with this one. I mean, if he was out of breath, that was an impressive note to hit there. That was a good little riff, okay.
All night, man, I'll be on it all day, straight up. If you want me, you can find
Yo, Yo, I don't know why, but the drivers, look at the guy driving the car, man. He looks like he does not want to be there. He like, man, this is some BS, man. Why I gotta be driving this car? I thought it was funny. I like this. I like how that was the intro song there. It's a big vibe switch from that to this little bassline humming beat here, but I like this hat, like the ATL hat, it's cool. And I like his jacket because that's what he was wearing on the Speaker Box album cover. Something like that. It wasn't the same one, same style of coat. Sleepy Brown. So he definitely had the harmonies from the original recording in the background there, playing in the back, which I didn't mind because that particular hook has a ton of stacked vocals with him going oohs in the background, and then there's also harmonies overlaying his I like the way you move, you know, that one there. So there's a lot of stacked vocals there, and the hook just wouldn't be the same if he just sang just his main vocals there. It wouldn't have worked out too well, so I don't mind the backtrack here of his vocals in the background of the hook here.
I love the way she moves. Big boss in your grind, don't mess around. I love the way she moves.
I got split feelings about Adam up there singing with them during this part, but for some reason I think I like it.
Say I love the way.
He's singing it louder than Sleepy Brown. Alright, so now he's about to perform Sugar. But he still had the percussions going, blending in from I like the way you move, or I love the way you move. I like the way, or I love the way. I don't even know the name. This sounds good. I like the way the guitar sounds, man. The guitar just has a good sound to it. Look, I'm not no know-it-all about vocal technique and everything like that. I trust my ear when it comes to stuff like that, but don't look at me as some like egotistical jerk. This wasn't his best. And if you're gonna be, all right, never mind. I like this. This is good. He's very good with his falsetto. Very good. And you can tell he's comfortable with those parts too. He projects them out more. Alright, well, we all know what happens after that part there. He takes off his shirt and then he starts like moving it. Like, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of the way his performance ended there. I mean, you know, he's in shape and everything, good for him and everything like that. I don't know. Maybe the girls liked it and everything like that, but I'm not gonna show that part here. If you enjoyed it, good for you. Go watch the original video. But yeah, man, overall, just not my favorite performance. by Adam Levine. I think they definitely chose the right songs. Definitely chose the right songs for the show. Oh, he sounded out of breath to me. Even from the beginning of the performance. Like, did he have to run? Was he running late for the show? Did he have to like run to get there? I don't know what was going on, to be honest with you. Let me know what you guys thought about it. Let me know if I was being too hard on this dude. I don't know. I'm usually not that critical. You usually hear me say very nice things on this channel, but this is the first time where I had to be like, look, this is what I thought, and I'm always gonna tell the truth. So there you have it. I don't really got much more to say other than this, and I don't have a cool outro line yet, so I'll just say I appreciate you guys. Nado.